Morning, guys. So, you're probably wondering why I haven't uploaded recently in the past few days. Way too early. I'm supposed to get up supposed to be in work for 9 o'clock this morning. Just not feeling it at all. Feel horrible. But no, I'll go to work because I really need this money. So, um, yeah, what I'm going to do is I've decided that I want to sort of choose a path down in careers and stuff, and I want to do what do they call it, like an IT technician course or apprenticeship, depending on what ones there are available. So I want to try sort of learn how to repair computers. Like I want to learn sort of different sort of I want to learn sort of different ways of handling computers because the way the world is at the minute and um, how the world is, because each day, each year, each like every time there's I don't know technology out, they're always looking for ways of making technology bigger, better, easier, quicker. It's I think it's the best career for me because I'm really good with technology and knowing how it works. I mean, I've got a few bits of technology here already with me, so why don't I do it? And it's something I've always wanted to do, so I'm gonna do um, sort of IT technician, sort of building computers from scratch, learning how to repair them. Because there's not really anyone that can sort of do it around here. There used to be a guy. I don't know if he still does them or not, but he used to repair PCs and stuff around where we live in the neighbourhood, and I don't know if he still does it or not. So it's one of those things I'll consider doing because a lot of people around here they don't have sort of IT repairers and stuff. Probably only nearest place is PC World and Worthing. And I don't really sort of like sending stuff over to them because a couple of years ago I sent my PC over for repairs because there was a couple of buttons that wouldn't work on the PC where I'd like cleaned it and like some of the keys popped out and then it's like the O button wasn't working, the zero button wasn't working. So I like to type in passwords and stuff. It just never really sort of worked. But no, it's just like I sent them like my PC over and they sent it back and they'd done fuck all to it. They just thought, oh, we'll just leave it in stock for a couple of days and he might think that we fixed it. So, PC World's not really the sort of ideal place. And PC World's pretty much put a bit of a rip off when they had their repairs unit because what they do is they don't really do anything. They just repair. They just say they're going to repair it. They sit it in in the shop for like a few days or wherever it gets fixed, and they send it back, and it's like, well, you didn't fix this. You did shit. I paid a lot of money for it. You did fuck all. So pretty much seems as I mean I've had my PC for about 4 years now, so it still does me good. You know, like I sent I sent like my PC off like to repairs about 100 quid. Sat there for a few days, didn't fix it, so I sent it over to my mate for about a tenner, and he fixed it for me. So it just kind of shows, if you've got mates that'll fix it for you, you can send it over to them for about a tenner. Tenner and a couple of beers. But no, it's yeah. I just the way the world is at the minute, it seems like everything that's coming out or everything that's new has to have like an end date about 4 years before it starts to slowly degrade and sort of fall to pieces pretty much. And I feel like that's the way the world is at the minute. Like if you look at a PC, like a tablet, it'll probably last you 4 years before it breaks, or before, where it probably lasts you a few months before, depending on what it is. And I've noticed that when you do drop technology, it tends to sort of break or shatter the screen because of the way like it's built with so much technology in it that they just forget about a proper case. You know, they forget about putting Gorilla Glass on it so the screen don't smash. You know, they don't think of these things. You know, they think, oh, we'll just sell it off on the market. We'll just put a bunch of technology in it and just let people break it so then they can buy new ones every 4 months. It's kind of a rip-off, pretty much. But no, the way I see it, if I did my own business, you know, I want to have a business where I'll be changing the world, you know. And I always have a one motto that I live with, and if you own technology or you live with technology, then you'd sort of feel the same way. That my motto is that technology makes you younger, or technology keeps you young. And when I say that, if you look at, you know, sort of people that have all like this technology and stuff, like for instance, I was watching like an article online, and there was a video showing an elderly lady playing a DS, Nintendo DS, and she had brain training on it, and she was just so happy about it, and so, you know, she just sort of felt young again, you know. And it's things like that that are nice, things like that that are sort of improving, you know. And I've got a couple of I've got my I call this my little notebook of ideas and secrets. So hopefully I'm gonna write some few ideas down, because I've noticed a lot of people who've been successful and genius always write stuff down. Like if you have an idea, you write it down on a bit of paper, on a pad or anything like that, and you know, those ideas are not forgotten because they're still here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some string through like the top bit here and attach it to something that I know I'm never going to lose, because it's always going to be there. And it's something that I'm going to consider doing a lot more, is writing down ideas into this book, because I've come up with so many ideas already. You know, and it could come to like future years' time of where, you know, I've been so successful I could start doing pitches to bigger companies, you know, and then big companies are going to say, well, I like this man, he's got good ideas, we should, you know, we should hire him or offer him a job. And then I get hired and then start. But you know, it's sort of like, I'm not saying as in it's like it's going to be like a movie, you know. There could be a slight chance of where people could say, oh, that's ridiculous, you know. But then if they say that's ridiculous, they're losing out on ideas that they could test and try. There's no problem with trying. You know, you could try, and if it's not successful, then it don't bloody work, you know. It's like, you know, someone, like, you know, if you take, for instance, iPhones, you know, they were in testing, they were successful because they tested the idea, you know. Even if it don't work, it's still, at the end of the day, you test it. And if it don't work, you try to make it better and better and better until eventually it works, it does sound good, and it's performing to its standards, and you've made something that you've tested and it works. So, if the way I see the logic in testing is, don't ever give up on something that you've created and you've tested and you've tried that doesn't work, because at the end of the day you can always make things better and better and better, to the point of where you've tested it that much, even if it's not working, move on to another idea. you know. And if you move on to another idea, maybe that other idea can attend onto the previous idea you've made, which doesn't work, to the point where you can test that one again with the new idea, and they both could work. You know, it's all these little ideas that your brain thinks, and a lot of people sort of don't take that to advantage, you know. People don't sort of understand. There's been so many ideas that people have put down on paper and just thrown it back in the bin because it didn't work. Don't ever throw ideas in the bin. Just because they don't work don't mean you have to throw them away. The way I see it is, ideas are like money. You know, once you get it, you don't throw it away. You keep it. And with my ideas, that's exactly the same as I am. You know, I have ideas, I keep them, I don't throw them away. Because you never know, they could be good for a rainy day. It's, yeah, it's something that I'm keeping this like little red pad as something close to me, because there's so many ideas in here, so many ways that I can change. Basically, I can probably change the world with this book, you know, all the ideas and everything like that. And I know it probably seems stupid from someone else watching this, and you're probably thinking, oh, you ain't going to change the world. How are you going to change the world with a red little book? There was once a saying that words may not change. Words may not change. I can't remember what it was called. But words may not change. Actions make the changes. I can't remember that saying, but it's, words may not change the world, but actions can change everything. And that's something that I go and live by. You know, every day that I do, everything that I do, everything has an equal opposite reaction. That's how I see it, you know. And you know, I've seen it happen, you know. And it's crazy when you think about it, like the world being that way. But yeah, I'm pretty much going to end the vlog. If there's any things that I haven't come across, and you want me to sort of expand a little bit more in the next vlog, then just drop it down in the comments and I'll have a look. I probably won't have a look because I'm busy the next few weeks with work, but you know, I'll try and get to them. I'll probably get a notification on my phone saying, oh, someone's commented, and I'll check it out, you know. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.